Alright, so this video, let's take a look at graphing linear equations by finding the X and Y intercepts. I'll have some videos up graphing these things by making a table, and another video graphing these by using the y-intercept and the slope, the rise over run. So check those out also. Just trying to hit everything that you could come across. Alright, so remember, to find the x-intercept, okay, you let y equal 0 and then solve for x. And to find the y-intercept, let x equal 0 and solve for y. Okay, now it's easy to see. Look, if we just draw a line here, okay, there's the x-intercept, and if you look at that point coordinate, well, you can see on the y-axis we didn't move up or down, did we? It's right here. See, your y is 0, and then as far as the x value, you have to figure out that. You have to figure the x value out. So there it is. Let y equal 0, solve for x. And then here, the y-intercept, well, what's your x coordinate on that point? Well, we didn't move right or left, did we? So your x would be 0, and then you've got to figure out the number for y. And there it is. Let x equal 0 and solve for y. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on these. I've got 3 examples I'm going to work. And I'll say this, sometimes finding the x and y intercept is not the best one to do. One of the other methods might be easier, but we're just going to go ahead and do them all in case you run across something that's a little more difficult to do with the x and y intercepts. So let's go ahead and find the x-intercept. So to find the x-intercept, remember, you replace y with 0, so that's 2x plus 3y, and in the place of y we're going to put 0 equals 12, and then you solve for x. So this is 2x, 3 times 0 is 0, so you get 2x equal 12, divide by 2, you get x equal 6. So for the x-intercept, we have that to be the point 6, 0. See, x is 6, and we replaced y with 0. Alright, so let's go ahead and plot this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then y is 0, so we don't move up or down. Now, let's find the y-intercept. So the y-intercept, we let x equal 0. So we've got 2 times x, and in the place of x we're going to put 0 plus 3y equals 12. And then you solve for y. So 2 times 0 is 0, so that just leaves us with 3y equals 12. Divide by 3, y equals 4. So our point here is the point 0, 4. See, x was 0, there's our x coordinate, y is 4. And so let's plot that point, 0, 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got 2 points. And I know the line isn't perfectly, a little wiggle there. It gets slippery right on the screen. Alright, so let's look at this second example. Alright, so I've got y equals 3x minus 2. Let's find the x-intercept first. Okay, now for this one, this problem, instead of finding the x and y-intercept, would be easier to use the y-intercept and the slope, the rise over run. Okay, so but since we're doing the x and y-intercept, let's just go ahead and do that. So to find the x-intercept, we're going to replace y with 0, so that's 0 equals 3x minus 2, and then I solve for x. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides, and that's going to give me 2 equals 3x, and then I'll divide everything by 3. And so that's going to give me x is equal to 2/3. Okay, so my point is 2/3. Okay, that's what x is, and I replaced y with 0. And you see, the x and y intercept wasn't a very good choice on this one, but I want you to see one like this in case your teacher makes you do something like this. Okay, so if we plot 2/3, well, 2/3 is between 0 and 1. So when we plot that point, that's going to be about right in there. Okay, you just have to kind of estimate where it is. All right, now let's find the y-intercept. All right, so now the y-intercept. All right, so I'm going to let x be 0. So y equals 3 times 0, okay, minus 2. And so that's going to give me y equals -2. So that gives me the point, well, x was 0, y is -2. And so if I plot that point, 0, and then go down 1, 2, all right, and there's your line. All right, let's look at the next one. All right, so let's find the x and y intercept. So the x intercept, we let y equal 0, so that gives me 2x minus 5 times y, and in the place of y I'm putting 0 equals 6. So that's 2x equals 6. Divide everything by 2, and so I get x equals 3. Okay, so that gives me the point 3 is x and y was 0. So that's the point 3, 0 right there. Okay. Now let's find the y-intercept. So that's going to be 2 times x, and in the place of x I'll put 0. We're finding the y-intercept. All right, minus 5y equals 6. So 2 times 0 is 0. So that's -5y equals 6. Divide everything by -5. And so I get y is equal to -6/5. And so my point here, well, x was 0, y is -6/5. All right, so -6/5 is just over 1. It's 1 point something. All right, it's 1 1/5. Okay, well, in this case, -1 1/5. So if I plot the point, 0, and then I go down 1 and a little bit more, and there's that point. And so then we can draw our line, and there it is. All right, so I hope the video helped. Check out the other videos. Give me a like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.